Aloha, Michelle Melendez with Blossom Inner Wellness, and I wanted to talk about fear and what is fear. Fear is a low frequency vibration in the body, and it's very easy to control people when they're afraid. When they're afraid and they're fearful of something, and you say, "Hey, this is going to protect you," people are going to go toward that because they don't want to be afraid. People don't want to be afraid. They don't want to have fear. They want to feel secure and they want to feel safe. But fear, what it is actually just a frequency in your body because all emotions are frequencies. Every single emotion has a certain frequency and it can be measured. Fear is a very low frequency. And when you have that frequency, it's not just in your mind, it's actually in the cells of your body. And every single cell of your body vibrates at the frequency of your feelings. So if you're seeing something that's making you afraid, or somebody's telling you something, like you're watching the news and they're saying, mass shooting and blah, 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 or climate change and, the earth is heating up and all of these things that the media loves to share with us, it, it, it triggers fear in the body. It triggers a sequence of emotional reactions in the body or actions in the body, biological actions in the body related to fear. Fear starts to vibrate the cells at a certain frequency, a low frequency, and then what happens is that frequency sends a signal to the brain, and the brain starts thinking thoughts that are related to fear. How can I keep my family safe? How can I keep myself safe? What do we need to do? Who's not doing that? Because if they're not doing that, that keeps everybody safe, then they're bad. Instead of thinking outside the box and thinking rationally, you can't think rationally when you're in fear. When you're in fear, there's no rationality that happens. When you're in fear, you want out of the fear as quickly as possible. And that means that whatever someone says, a solution will get you out of fear, you will want to take it because you want out of fear very fast. Instead of rationally pausing and thinking about the solution that's being offered to you, is this a good solution for me? Is this going to help my highest good? Does this make sense? Is this fear really something that I need to be worried about right now, that I need to take on in my body and live as truth for me right now in this present moment? Can I see the solution and can I explore other possibilities? Can I explore other possibilities versus what the media is giving me, versus what the pharmaceutical companies are giving me? Is there other alternatives that could be just as good and or better than the narrative that keeps bombarding me over and over and over and over again? It's really important to understand what fear is in your body when you're afraid. And instead of going into reaction because you're afraid and you're wanting to get out of fear and you're wanting to keep yourself and your family safe, which of course you do, we all do. But the very first thing to notice when you're in fear is to notice the fear, is to recognize, I'm afraid, I'm fearful right now. And you breathe into the fear and you just let yourself, this body is feeling fear. It's nothing to fix. I've been told these stories over and over and over again, just about, I could go on and on, but around what the media's narrative is sending, but I'm not going to. And another thing to take a look at is to think, why is the media continually throwing fear stories at us all of the time, every single day? There's a reason why CNN has gone down. Their ratings have gone down. They spew so much fear at people. People are tired of it. It's exhausting to be afraid all the time. It's exhausting. You have a lower frequency. A higher frequency is more energetic. When you're happy and you're joyful and I'm not saying, just be happy and joyful all the time. Because one, it's not true. It's not real. But when you have those feelings of peace, of inner peace, of safety, of feeling joyful, it is a higher frequency, and that's why you have more energy. Fear is exhausting. When you're always living in fear, you're tired. Your energy is draining itself. You're leaking out energy all the time. You're not wanting to be you're not wanting to be around people. You're afraid of people. That actually takes energy to be afraid, and it's exhausting. It makes you super, super tired. And I'm sure that all of us are tired of being afraid. And you don't have to be afraid. You can recognize it as an emotional frequency that lives inside the body, because every single frequency, every single emotion does live inside the body. So you breathe into it. You say, okay, I'm afraid right now, and there's nothing to fix here. And just breathe into it. It's all right to be in this present moment. In this present moment, while you're watching this, nothing's happening to you. You're not being chased by a mass murderer. In this present moment, you are safe. In this present moment, the sun is slowly moving across the sky. There's birds chirping. I don't know if you can hear them here in Hawaii, but you're safe in this present moment. So give yourself permission to feel that, and then to start exploring other ways that you can feel safe, that you can feel that things are working out. The media is, if you look at the media and you really understand what they are a channel for fear. That's what they consistently bombard us with. But did you know that there are more good people in the world than there are bad? Did you know people love each other way more than people dislike each other? Some people say, "Oh, I don't like humans," but yet maybe that's the same person that gives to a person who's begging on the street, and they give him $1 or something, or buy him a meal or something like that. It's the same person that says, "I don't like people." No, it's not that you don't like people; it's that you don't like when um, when when you see things that are unkind, that people being unkind to each other. When you see a little kid and they're hugging another child and they're laughing together and playing together, it's really fun, and it uplifts all of us. When someone gives to somebody else, all of us feel that. When we see that, it's a higher frequency and it brings us joy. When someone gives to someone else and we just see it, it actually releases endorphins and has us feeling really good, just by visualizing, seeing that. So I'd love to give you just an invitation for 24 hours of recognizing when you feel fear, giving yourself permission to feel it, because it is here in the world right now and it is being bombarded on us. And when you're afraid, you're easily controlled. The solution of getting you out of fear, you will grab. But instead of grabbing that solution, I invite you to sit with the fear, breathe into it. It's just a frequency. It doesn't mean someone's going to blast through the door and murder you. It's just a frequency in your body. It doesn't mean that you're not safe. It's not what it means. All it means is you have a frequency in your body that's a lower frequency that's now triggering thoughts around fear. That's it. So just breathe into that frequency. Let yourself feel it. Your body feels everything. And then what you want to do is open up to new solutions, not on the mainstream media. Don't, it's like, yeah, you can see that, but explore it. Is that the right solution for me? Or is there something else? Right now they're trying to make us give up our Second Amendment right. There's a reason why our forefathers have that Second Amendment right to bear arms. There's a reason why we have that. Is there another solution than to giving up our rights? Looking at the solution that's being given to us by a media that has one solution. They have one solution. Is there only one solution to the issues that we have? No, there's a lot. There's a lot of solutions that we can have, and many, many, many more solutions that are even better solutions than giving up our rights, constitutional rights that millions of men and women have fought and died for, that our forefathers knew. The very first amendment was free speech. Second Amendment was the right to bear arms. There's a reason why those two are the first two. So exploring other solutions than the one always given to you first. Exploring other solutions. So I just invite you to take that on. Breathe into the fear, because it is in the body. It's in the world right now. I totally understand that. Honoring your amazingness to come here at this time in history. And realizing that this is a journey we all came to take together. Things are going to be getting better. I think it's going to get a little hairy before it does get better. But starting to recognize the pattern. Problem, solution, problem, solution. That is what the media has always given to us. And they give us a solution that, why is that solution given to us? Why not other solutions? Or why not exploring other solutions? Okay, we have one solution here. Giving up your right to bear arms. That's one solution. What's another one? How about getting these people off pharmaceutical drugs that create biochemical reactions in the body that create these feelings that they need to go out and harm other people? Okay, let's take a look at these people who are harming other people, and are they on pharmaceutical drugs? Are they getting help? Do they have mental issues? Is there a solution for that? Because guns don't kill people. People kill people. It's like I saw one of my friends, her son fell downstairs. This was 20 years ago. Her son fell down these stairs, and she said, "Bad stairs." And I'm like, okay, the stairs didn't do anything but be stairs. They're just sitting there. It was an accident. He fell, he tripped. But she blamed the stairs. And I'm like, you're teaching your child to blame inanimate objects for his mistake or his accident of tripping and falling. That's it, to blame an inanimate object that doesn't have a thought pattern and a process. Then that totally takes out your control and your power of who you are and how to be in the world. So I invite you just to be open to other solutions besides the first one the media wants to give us. Be open to other solutions of what's possible for this world, like loving each other and being kind. And that starts with you. Being kind to yourself when you are in fear and letting it be okay. This body is feeling fearful. It's okay. Breathing. There's nothing to fix. This is a normal human feeling. It's a normal human feeling. We all have felt fear. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just a frequency in the body. It doesn't mean you have to do something. It's just a frequency. You breathe into it, and then it starts to dissolve. Now you have power. Now you have freedom. If you are reacting out of fear, you don't have freedom. You're being a slave to the fear, and you're being a slave to the people who are giving you a solution that you're grabbing for because you haven't done any research on it because you're afraid. That's a slave. That's not being a free person. A free person is going, okay, I'm feeling fearful. It's okay. This is a normal human feeling. Okay. All right. What can we do to solve this issue? What other solutions are there? Let's explore this together and see what best solution for all of humanity without giving up our rights that dishonors the men and women, millions of men and women who have fought and died for our freedoms, and dishonors the founding fathers of this country. Is there another solution? Let's explore that. So I invite you to be a free person. Let yourself be a normal human being. Feel the fear. Yeah, there's a lot to be afraid of. It's okay. Breathe into it. Let it dissolve. Ground yourself. And then rationally think about other solutions. What's possible for this world? Peace, harmony, unity. Unity for all people. We actually love each other. That's why this is happening, a lot of it, because some people go, this is what's going to keep people safe. And that's a beautiful thing, because people want to keep other people safe. That's beautiful, because we care about each other. We all do. Even some people who say, I hate people. You don't. You actually hate the system that is creating the patterns that keep people enslaved. That's what you hate. I don't like that either. And I'm hopefully helping to break it down with these videos. So much love, much aloha. Keep breathing through it. We're going to get through this time. It's going to be okay. I totally trust the higher power's got this. And we need to to just honor our bodies and go toward a different narrative. See what else is possible versus what the mainstream keeps pushing at us, bombarding us with the same stories over and over again and the same solutions when there's so many more solutions possible. So many more. Let's explore that together. Much aloha, everyone.